Okay, so for number 13, we finished, we combined like terms. Here's your final answer. I think you missed me at the end. The constants are negative 27 plus 8. So we get negative 19. The parentheses do not matter after we've done all the multiplying. Now it's just combining like terms. Okay, a few more examples. 3 more. 14. This one says g of f of x. So I'm plugging in f to the function g. So I write the function g. I write it first. G is x cubed plus 8. X minus 1. So I'm plugging in, instead of x, I leave it blank, minus 1. Now I'm going to plug in, well, what is f? F is the function x cubed plus 8. So that's what's going in the parentheses, the x cubed plus 8. Okay, well, if it's in parentheses and I'm subtracting, those parentheses, again, don't matter, because what follows the minus sign is just a number by itself. So I'm only subtracting 1. Well, I can only take 1 away from the other constant, 8. 8 minus 1 is positive 7. So our final answer is x cubed plus 7. So not all of these are going to be big, long, difficult problems. Now, if there's multiplying, an exponent, or multiplying, that's when we have to do a lot of expanding, factoring, FOILing, and that sort of thing. Okay, 2 more examples, and I swear we're done. We're finishing up part 2, compositions. We're just going to keep practicing. This one says g of h, and now again, instead of x, we've got a 2. So, really, we're going to be plugging in the function h, g of h. And for h, the number's 2. So, really, I'm going to write my blank. My blank is the original thing, g. Ooh, I didn't copy that over the other side. Remember, g is x minus 1. It's at the top there in our directions. So I have blank minus 1. The blank is going to be when I plug in h. And I'm plugging in not just h, but h of 2. So I'm going to find a number. I'm not going to have an equation this time. So h of 2, I'm going to do on the side. H of 2, well, h, again, if I look back, h is 5x minus 3. Instead of x, I've got 2. So 5 times 2 minus 3. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. So h of 2 is actually 7. In that blank, these ones are really nice because we don't have x anymore. We're going to have a number each time. I'm plugging in 7. 7 minus 1. Hey, that's 6. Final answer. G of h of 2 is 6. So these ones are really nice. Kind of like before, when we're plugging in a number, we get to plug it in to the inside one. So I'm going to plug it into the second one, and then that answer is going to plug in to the first function. So we'll try it again on 16. This time we have h of f of negative 6. So my function's h. H is 5x minus 3. Instead of x, we have our blank. That blank is going to be whatever our second function is, f. And it's not just f, it's f of negative 6. So I plug in, well, f of negative 6. I'm plugging in negative 6 cubed plus 8. I'm plugging negative 6 into the function f. Well, negative 6 cubed is negative 216. Negative 216 plus 8 is negative 208. So I simplified that. Negative 208, that's my blank. Sorry, it might not fit very well. Oh, negative 208. Well, negative 208, it's being multiplied times 5. Negative 208 times 5, and then minus 3. So negative 208 times 5 minus 3 comes out to be negative 1,043. Negative 1,043. That 0 looks horrible. Let's try that one more time. 1,000. Not much better. So sorry. 1,043. Final answer. On these ones, I do recommend doing that. Plug in what you need and then plug it into your final answer. Box in your final answer for me, please, guys. That is it. That's our lesson. Again, look back at the notes. I will be back Tuesday to answer any questions, finish up homework. And then if you get your homework done, or if you get stuck and you're like, I'm really struggling with this, I've made it through 4 problems, I really need some help, start your study guide. We have a test this week on Thursday. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.